All right, I really want to share this funny thing that happened while I was going through and adding identifications on iNaturalist. So I'm kind of scrolling through here, and then I reached this observation. I only ID really stuff in South Florida. That's where I focus. And so it has an audio recording, right? And it says we can't figure out what it is. Maybe a frog, active both during the day and in the evening. It is the very loud ear after a few seconds at the start. So I listened to the audio. All right, so I'm gonna stop the audio there. That last sound, if you live in South Florida, maybe you've heard it. It's a tokay gecko, right? But then it says that this is for the loud ear after a few seconds at the start, which again is this right there. So I heard that and I was like, that's not in Miami. What the heck is that? And then also this other sound. I'm like, that's definitely not in Miami. And the other thing is, I had recently watched the show White Lotus. So that kind of, whenever I watch stuff, I always pay a lot of attention to the sounds that I'm hearing that are coming from animals, whether it's birds or frogs or whatever. Just because, people put, all these, whatever, Hollywood people, they always put in the wrong sounds and it always gets on my nerves. But, it sounds legit like Thailand, right? So it kind of stuck with me. And when I heard the tokay geckos, I thought that was really cool since I recognize that, since we have that as an invasive species in Florida. So I literally got on the TV, went to one of the last episodes because I remember like being, them having dinner. In fact, you can hear kind of the silverware. You hear the click click from the silverware on the plates or whatever. And yeah, I found it, and I found exactly this recording. So this iNaturalist user, and I'm gonna post it right here on this comment so that they can watch the video. I don't know if they're trolling or they're just having a little bit of fun, saying it is active both during the day and in the evening, or maybe they noticed on the show that it's both heard in the evening and during the day. I don't know. The point is, yeah, I'm gonna put this comment here, but I'm also gonna share this video just because I want to remember it. Mostly made it to remember it myself, but I thought it was hilarious. Oh yeah, and then there's a whole other aspect to this video is that I figured out what that bird is. So what I did was I went to iNaturalist. I typed in Thailand, right? And let me take off the sound filter. I'll add it again in a second. But so there are almost 1 million observations from Thailand. But, and it's going to show you all the most observed species, right? Look, here's the tokay gecko. But I needed to have sounds, right? Because I figured, the people that made the show, maybe they wanted a sound that is so typical Thailand. So maybe it'll be the most observed bird, and it absolutely was. I opened up all of these tabs, but I didn't even need to listen to the magpie robin or the coppersmith barbet or any of these other birds or animals. I opened up the Asian coal or coel, and it's funny, I don't know if that's coel, that's supposed to be the name, but I listened to it, and there it is. And then I also looked it up on YouTube, and there it is. So I figured out what it was literally just by going on iNatural. So it's such a really good resource for figuring things like this out. But yeah, I needed to share that.